Hey guys, Adam with BlueGamer.net, and this video is a little overview of the NEC XM29 Plus multi-sync monitor. Now this is probably the best monitor, best CRT that you can use to play, or best display at all that you can use to play retro consoles, in my opinion, and I think most people would agree. What makes this so special is the quality. It's very good. These were professional monitors. They weren't sold to consumers. Nowadays, they're all being decommissioned. Everyone's going HD using flat panels because these things are huge. Things 150 pounds. And so now you can find them on Craigslist, and that's how I got this. I was lucky enough. I've always heard about this mysterious holy grail of a CRT, and finally I was able to get one. Other YouTuber, Rob Ivy 64, was told about a listing in Houston. A friend just happened to be driving up from Houston that weekend. This guy had a couple available, so we were able to grab them. And it has been fantastic. Before this, other video that you guys have seen, if not, you can check it out, is with the PVM, 20-inch Sony PVM. So the reason I have this, and I'm wanting this so bad, not only is just the quality great, the pixels, the colors, and everything doing RGB, the PVM is 20-inch. It's not too small, but I want something bigger. I had also from another video, 31-inch gateway destination monitor. That one, though, the inputs were VGA. I wanted to be able to play Dreamcast the best way possible. That's through VGA. The Sony PVM didn't have that. Though what's good about this monitor, besides that it looks fantastic, is it does all that, multi-sync. I can do RGB, standard RGB through the consoles. I can do VGA, so I have my Dreamcast and my PC hooked up. PC mainly for MAME, maybe some PC-only games that I can play. Dreamcast just looks fantastic in 480. But I also have my Genesis hooked up through RGB, and it looks fantastic. Also, Super Nintendo, right now it's S-Video. And to go over the inputs real quick, you've got two video inputs. This is composite. S-Video. Probably never use them, if any, probably S-Video, but I'll be upgrading the SNES cables to RGB here pretty soon. Then you've got RGB 1 and 2. RGB 1 is the VGA port, so pretty much the Dreamcast and PC I have on a switch, KVM switch. I have the audio on a splitter. It all goes in, so when I turn on the PC or the Dreamcast, it does the video or the audio. It's great, very easy, it's seamless. Also, RGB2, that's standard BNC connectors, so I have an RGB cable hooked up to that, and it also has the audio on that. And what's another good thing about this monitor, it does have stereo speakers, and they sound fantastic. So, the monitor itself is actually, for its size, it's actually not that big. My PVM is just as long, so I'm able to fit it on the same stand that I had my PVM on, and they take up the same amount of space. But benefits here, I get the bigger screen, have all my consoles hooked up. So we've got that down, the size, it's really good. Now, there's a remote for this that, you can find online that allows some different things like volumes and all that, but, on the set itself, it does have, controls. So being on RGB1 right now, we can kind of see some of the controls here for geometry, basic display stuff. You got brightness, contrast. You've got the H position, width. That's the horizontal. You got vertical, tilt controls, certain RGB things, and I've been messing with this in color temp, high contrast. There is a big difference. I don't know what this means exactly, but you can see how it affects the display. And it does make a difference. I really went in there and made a lot of changes in order for it to look the way I would prefer. You got this OSM, H position, Y position. That's actually just for this menu itself. You've got some real specific stuff you could do with the source that it's on, and I haven't really messed with that, but maybe that could do something. I don't know. Volume it's kind of a pain to get to the volume on this, so you probably want to get a remote if you can get a hold of it. There's another company that actually sells some off-brand ones that work. And then some raster stuff. something, again, I haven't messed with this because everything looks good. The only problem I had when I first hooked this up, it was the color red had some real bad pixel bleeding on a dark background. The contrast actually helped with that when I messed with the contrast. It did look oversaturated, so I did change the brightness on it. Let's see, that, and there was some other color settings that made it look good. So I also had to go to, and then talking and trying to navigate this already confusing menus. Quite difficult, so bear with me. Okay, so you got scan select here. That's for your over and under. I had to set it to over. It was default at under, or it was just set it under when I got it, and I was having trouble with the geometry. So I've got it back. I've got it overscanned. Now, that being said, even with all the geometry issues, the geometry settings and everything I've set up, and if you had any questions, just please leave them in the comments. It is not perfect, okay? Now, that's a problem with these CRT monitors, although it's not that noticeable. Up here in the top corner, there is a slight curve. It actually is along this left side. The pin cushion settings didn't fix that. It could be something to do with the set. I've seen videos online, not with this TV, but in general CRT televisions. There are little like screws or dials inside that you use a tool to kind of adjust. That's a little hardcore for now, and it's not noticeable. It really is not noticeable. I forget about it when I'm in the middle of a game. It doesn't affect gameplay at all. No one's going to come over and notice it. It's just me being obsessive. But if you do have any questions about the geometry, if you're getting something on yours and you don't understand how to change it, let me know. I've looked through it quite a bit and only messed with things that have been necessary, and I've been able to get the picture I want. I mean, there's a lot of brightness and saturation controls here to really get the color and the clarity of the pixels that you want. Other than that, I don't know what else I could say about this monitor except that, it's very hard to come by, and if you can, you want to grab it. This is saving me space because now I'm selling my 31-inch destination. I'm selling my PVM, and so I can do all of my retro gaming, 240p especially, 480p with the Dreamcast. I can do all of that in one set. So this is like my retro gaming area as opposed to my modern gaming area, where I'll show that in another video. But if you got any questions about this NEC XM29 Plus, leave them in the comments below. I'm just so excited I've got this. It's quite amazing. Thanks for watching.